that the Prophet ﷺ, once he was traveling. When he was traveling, there was a group of people that were selling camels. What were they selling? Camels. And there are different types of camels, and they have different prices, like you have different cars. Bila tashbih, without comparison, for example, we can't say that a Toyota Yaris is the same amount as a Lamborghini. You can't say this. One is worth a few hundred, the other is tens of thousands. Similarly, there are different types of camels as well. And in the Arab lands, the most expensive camel is called the red camel. This is the most expensive camel. Once Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was walking, and he saw there was a man who was selling this red camel. And the Prophet ﷺ, when he saw this, he liked it. He wanted to purchase it. He wanted to buy this. So, because we are Ahlus Sunnah, we try to take out nukte of ishq. We say, Subhanallah, that how lucky was that camel that it received the tawajjuh Mustafa. Salam be upon that camel that Akhi salam showed ishq and muhabbat towards. When this camel when the Prophet ﷺ, he wanted to buy this camel, because this camel was worth a lot of money, the Prophet ﷺ said to the person that I will pay you later. I will get you the money later, let me take this camel. The man who was selling the camel said, that's fine, no problem. The Prophet ﷺ, he went with this camel. Some other people, they came and they said, where's that red camel gone? The camel is not here anymore. The person who was selling it, he said that I've sold the camel. It's gone, I've sold it. So the man said, okay, where's the money? This is the most expensive camel. Where is the money? Show me the money. He said, I don't have the money. Why? Because the person, he didn't have the money on him. He said he will come later. So the person asked, okay, you've just sold the most expensive camel, and you didn't take, or you don't even know who that man was. Okay, what was his name? Maybe he might not come back. Let's get his name so we can find him if he doesn't come back. What was his name? The person said, I don't know what his name was. Okay, he said, where does he live? Where did he come from? He said, I don't know where he came from. Where was he going? I don't know where he was going. Where was his address? Where is his residence? I don't know where his residence is. So this man is saying that you just sold the most expensive camel to a person. You don't know his name. You don't know where he's come from. You don't know where he's going. You don't know where his address is. And you just sold the most expensive camel. The person was thinking that, look, what if the man doesn't come back? What if he doesn't return? This man, then listen to this. Listen to these words. This man said, listen, you wanted me to ask him what his name is. You wanted me to find out his name. Wallahi, I was looking at that face which was shining brighter than the moon. You wanted me to ask what his address is. I was too busy looking at his beautiful black hair. You wanted me to find out where he's going. I was busy looking at those blessed teeth which were whiter than the moon. You wanted me to find his information. Wallah, when he was talking, it was like roses were coming out of his mouth. And then the man, he still was like, what if he doesn't come back? There was an old lady. She was in the tent next door. And she said, listen. She said, listen, if the person doesn't come back, and if he doesn't give you the money, I'm the Zamin, I will give you the money. So then the people said, oh, subhanallah, at least now we know that somebody knows who that man was. Somebody knows who that man was, because she's taken such a big responsibility. She said that if he doesn't come, then she will pay the money. So he said, subhanAllah, she said, thankfully, we found somebody who knew who he was. But you know what the woman said? The woman said, I do not have a clue who he was. I do not know who he was. Let me tell you that when he was standing there, I was watching his face. I was glancing at his face. And I came to this conclusion that a man who is as beautiful as he was, that can never be the face of a liar.